Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, a TBI investigation still underway and a spectator ejected from Senate.
And a new forensic center in Rutherford County. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Xander Wilmoth.
And I'm Ethan Williams, and welcome to Middle Tennessee News. Governor Bill Lee signed a bill on March 28th restricting cell phones in Tennessee schools. The bill requires governing bodies and school boards of public charter schools to create policies hindering students' use of cell phones and any other wireless communication devices. School districts can choose how students are disciplined for breaking the rule and whether devices can be used during break periods or if the devices should be confined for the duration of the school day. However, the law does allow the student to use the device in an emergency to manage their health. The rule will take effect at the beginning of the next school year.
The Senate Finance Committee ended in a dramatic fashion this Tuesday, with one of the spectators having to be removed from the hearing. This Tuesday, state lawmakers passed a bill allowing schools to charge undocumented students tuition or refuse to enroll them if their parents could not pay. This controversial bill attracted a group of protesters at the hearing. Among those in opposition of the bill was 80-year-old Lynn McFarland, who refused to leave her seat after the hearing ended. Officers could be seen negotiating with McFarland for about 5 minutes after the hearing before finally resorting to escorting the spectator out of the house. She is currently out of custody on a $2,000 bond.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is still looking into an officer-involved shooting that occurred on Monday. At the request of the 17th Judicial District Attorney General Rob Carter, the investigation aims to determine the events leading up to the deputies opening fire on an armed individual. 2 Bedford County deputies responded to a 911 call about a man making suicidal threats along State Road 64 in Shelbyville. Once the deputies attempted to communicate with the man brandished a knife and then a handgun while shouting at the deputies. In response to this, deputies fired off their weapons and struck the man. The man was airlifted to a Nashville hospital, where he was last reported to be in stable condition. No officer has been injured in the shooting.
A pedestrian was hit along John Bragg Highway yesterday. On Tuesday afternoon, a vehicle collided with a pedestrian on John Bragg Highway. Both directions of John Bragg, along with some roads near the Cripple Creek area, were shut down. The Tennessee Highway Patrol is starting an investigation into the accident and partnering with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office to control traffic in the area. Motorists are advised to stay focused while driving, as more people are expected to be out and about in the nicer coming weather.
David Farrell and Kayla Raymond of Smithville have been charged with child abuse and neglect. Farrell and Raymond left a disabled child home alone and are facing $5,000 bonds each. Smithville police officers responded to a welfare check on February 24th and discovered a 9-year-old boy locked inside a house, unable to leave. Authorities determined that this is a repeat occurrence for the couple, and they will appear in General Sessions Court on April the 22nd. Law enforcement are emphasizing the importance of child welfare and ask that if you see or suspect child neglect, please speak up.
A Rutherford County man was arrested after evading Shelbyville police early Monday morning. Officers in Shelbyville responded to a possible robbery in progress at Mini Barn, where they saw an armed male suspect inside. The suspect was later identified as William Jaquan Kress. After multiple commands to show his hands and not complying, Kress allegedly fled the scene on foot. The backpack Kress had been carrying was later recovered, leading officers to conduct a canine search where they found 1.5 ounces of suspected methamphetamine, 2 digital scales, and multiple baggies. Bond information and his court debt have not been released.
The Dollar General on Halls Hill Pike fell victim to an armed robbery on Tuesday. Murfreesboro Police Department and the MTSU Police Canine Team are actively searching for the person who robbed the Dollar General. Witnesses of the robbery reported that the suspect fled the scene towards the Grove apartment complex. The robbery took place around 3:30 Tuesday afternoon. The suspect was described as wearing all black clothing items, including gloves and sunglasses, with reddish hair and a beard. Residents in the area are urged to report any suspicious activities or sightings to the Murfreesboro Police.
The Rutherford County School Director calls for metal detectors in all district schools. The Health and Education Committee approved the request of funding for over $2 million in weapon detection systems. The director of Rutherford County Schools, Dr. James Sullivan, said the decision to install metal detectors is a result of the January Antioch High School shooting and after an Oakland High School student was caught loading a gun at school. If passed, Rutherford County would accompany Metro and Wilson County schools in the decision to implement metal detectors. The final decision is pending school board discussion and approval on April 9th.
On Tuesday, the Rutherford County Commission approved the construction of a $15 million forensic center. The commission voted 17-3 to allow the construction of the facility nearly a year after the Tennessee Department of Health expressed the need for another regional forensic center. Once completed, the facility will help the county sheriff's office to investigate crimes resulting in death faster and more efficiently. Mayor Joe Carr, who is an advocate for the new forensic center for years, says this would give law enforcement better control of forensic services from both a financial and quality standpoint. The state-of-the-art forensic center hopes to give families critical support and answers without the need for them to leave the county.
And now Devin Lockhart joins us with our first look at today's weather. It's been nice around the mid-state lately, Devin. How does it look around today?
Hey Xander, get ready for some heavy rain and thunderstorms later this week. Yesterday was April Fool's Day, and I guess Mother Nature decided to pull out a few of her own tricks. Yesterday was a beautiful day, but today has not been as forgiving. In Murfreesboro, the high for today will be 85 degrees, and the skies were partially sunny with thunderstorms rolling in later tonight. Manchester and Smithville hit a high of 82, and McMinnville and Woodbury hit a singular degree higher at 83. Mount Juliet and Shelbyville reached 84 with a 20% chance of rain. I will be back shortly with a look at tonight's weather. Back to you, Xander.
Thank you so much, Devin. And coming up next, a Middle Tennessee local has achieved great success on American Idol. That's coming up on Middle Tennessee News.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
We do it. The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We do it. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Look, mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it gets too hard to do.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out. You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music.
I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward.
The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Had it better for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Reporter Caitlin Reeves had a chance to look into the Hollywood magic and the road to Idol. And it might be closer than you think. 15-year-old Maddie Pruitt from Eagleville, Tennessee won the golden ticket during the last round of auditions on American Idol. We had a chance to sit down with the rising star and talk about what her journey has been like so far.
Right outside of Murfreesboro, there's a small town called Eagleville. And in Eagleville, there's a girl with a dream.
She's not just along for the ride, she's my biggest fan.
15-year-old Maddie Pruitt has had a passion for singing for as long as she can remember.
I noticed my interest in singing around 6 years old when I just always sang and I always loved it.
Her mother, Sarah, competed in American Idol almost 16 years ago. When Idol came to Nashville for season 23, Pruitt knew that she wanted to audition.
I would say that my mom definitely had an influence on me auditioning because she was pregnant with me when she auditioned.
Pruitt is the youngest competitor on American Idol to win a golden ticket. She wowed judges Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, and Lionel Richie with her cover of How Could You by Jesse Merck. Throughout the entire process, Pruitt has seen endless support from her friends, family, and community.
If I'm being honest, my life here has been the same because I feel like this is just such a town that's wants me to feel like this is still my home and my safe place, and I feel like they're really good at doing that, especially in a small town and in Tennessee there's like lots of artists around Nashville, I still feel like people here just want to make me feel like this is still my home. So I feel like it's been normal, honestly. It's been the same.
With her bubbly and fun personality, you can't help but love her. Tune into ABC to see if Maddie will be the next American Idol. Caitlin Reeves, Middle Tennessee News.
Thanks, Caitlin. Make sure to tune in to Showstopper Week Sunday at 7 p.m. Central on ABC to see if Maddie's journey to becoming the next American Idol continues.
A routine traffic stop took a surprising turn when officers found a convicted felon behind the wheel with a stolen gun. Mount Juliet police pulled over a man over in Belinda Parkway. The reason was for a suspended license plate, but when they ran his information, they learned he was wanted in Nashville. Officers say the 46-year-old man had a stolen gun that had been missing for not 3, not 4, but a whopping 10 years. And that's not all. The handgun had been retrieved on the exact same day it was stolen 10 years earlier. Amazing. He was arrested on multiple charges, including possession of a stolen firearm and being in possession of a handgun as a felon.
Fireworks sales and celebrations in Lebanon are getting a major shakeup, and not everyone is ecstatic about it. A new city ordinance limits when fireworks are not only sold, but also set off. Residents can now only use fireworks between July the 1st and July the 5th. As far as the selling of fireworks, seasonal tents can no longer sell them for New Year's Eve. City Council member Phil Moorhead says the change comes after concerns about veterans suffering from PTSD and people saying the loud noise of the fireworks is scaring their pets. Longtime sellers like Jeffrey Walpole think the restrictions will hurt his business. He spoke against the change at Tuesday's council meeting. For now, though, the plan is for police to start with warnings.
The Lebanon FedEx supply chain facility is set to lay off 217 workers in the next month, leaving many worried for their job security. This Monday, the Director of Employment Services for FedEx notified the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development of a permanent layoff. The Lebanon layoff is the latest action in a few months as the company aims to cut costs and consolidate its workforce. It follows the reduction of positions at the Memphis location last year and a 10% cut in its officer and director teams in February. The notification stated that the separations are set to occur between May 9th and May 20th. The Northern Middle Workforce Development Area Rapid Response Team will assist affected workers and employees in their transition.
In a growing town like Murfreesboro, there are loads of small businesses in the area. And in honor of Women's History Month coming to an end, reporter Emma Pickett went out and spoke to local businesswomen about their experience running small businesses.
According to the Small Business Administration, a small business is one with fewer than 500 employees, and in the United States, there are roughly 5 million small businesses, with women owning over 1 million of those. Within the last several years, the number of women-owned small businesses has grown, despite being a male-dominated field. I spoke with 2 local businesswomen to hear what they had to say about the highlights and struggles of creating a small business. Brittany Warden is the owner of a brand new sustainable vintage clothing shop.
I have Lil Brit Vintage here in Murfreesboro on the square. It is a curated vintage shop. We go from like the 1930s all the way to like the new millennium. It feels definitely very empowering. Like I am the first one in my family to own a business.
Next, I met with Trinae Lashley, a business owner who specializes in women's health and self-care services.
It is definitely not easy, but it's very much worth all the effort that it takes and goes into it.
Like Lashley said, there are challenges with being a women-owned business. 20% of small businesses may fail in their first year, and 50% may fail within 5 years. But business associate specialist Brooke Siller gave some words of encouragement.
In Rutherford County, there are so many powerful women-owned small businesses that make such a big impact on the local economy.
Despite the challenges that come with owning a small business, women are still having a big impact. In Murfreesboro, Emma Pickett, Middle Tennessee News.
Small businesses are so important for the local economy, and highlighting women-owned small businesses is the perfect way to round out Women's History Month. And next, we've got Devin Lockert back with a look at tonight's forecast around the Mid-State. Devin, we've seen showers around the Mid-State lately. Are we going to get any of that tonight?
Xander, the Middle Tennessee area is going to be hit with some pretty intense thunderstorms tonight. Murfreesboro and Manchester are hitting a low of 67 with some high winds and possible severe weather. McMinnville is joining Shelbyville and Woodbury, dropping to 68 tonight with those same high winds and few scattered storms in the areas. Mount Juliet and Smithville are going to see a low of 65 tonight. Coming up next, I will give your full 5-day forecast. Back to you, Xander.
Thank you so much, Devin. And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, we've got Devin back with our full 5-day forecast, and Willie Fayler is going to be joining us in the MTN Sports Den. Stick around.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are going to be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning. Hey, Lightning, you can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars no matter what they pursue. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it gets too hard to do it.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out! You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward.
The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. We've got Devin back for our full 5-day forecast. Take it away, Devin.
Well, Xander, this week started out good with some beautiful weather. I think we can all say that we enjoyed today. But starting tonight, the Mid-State will see some pretty bad storms moving in for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, we will reach a high of 82 degrees with severe thunderstorms all day. Friday, we will start out pretty rough in the morning, but the storms will move out by the afternoon as we reach a high of 86. Saturday gives us the opportunity to get outside and do our spring activities in the morning. By Saturday afternoon, we are going to get hit with some more of those thunderstorms that are rolling in. On Sunday, the high drops down into the 70s with some consistent rain throughout the day. Middle Tennessee is going to be in a wind advisory and numerous flood watches for the rest of the week. Keep your umbrellas and raincoats and rain boots handy, especially that Flamingo umbrella. Xander, back to you.
Hey, you know I love my Flamingo umbrella, Devin. Thanks again for coming in here, Devin. And coming up next, we're going to have Willie Fayler in the Middle Tennessee News Sports Den with a look at everything baseball, softball, and all things Blue Raider sports. That's next.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are going to be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning. Hey, Lightning, you can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars no matter what they pursue. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it gets too hard to do.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out! You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward.
The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to the MTN Sports Den. I'm Willie Failer. Last night, the Blue Raiders took on an in-state rival in the Lipscomb Bison on the baseball diamond, and they saw a near-perfect performance at the plate. Redshirt sophomore Brett Rogers led the way for MTSU with a 5-for-5 day at the plate. Rogers got it going in the first with an infield single, beating out a ground ball to short. The speedy lefty went yard in a second AB, with an Oppo Taco you see here off the victory wall in left field for his second big fly on the year. In total, Rogers collected 5 RBIs to go with his 5 hits along with a walk and steal. Brett Von Dolen added some extra offense for MTSU as the CUSA home run leader piled on 4 RBIs as well. Landon Birch made his 3rd start of the year for MTSU, totaling 3 1/3 innings while allowing 2 runs to the Bison. Ethan Mbembo came in for a 1/3 of an inning, along with some chunk time from Bryant Baranek, giving the Blue Raiders 3 1/3. The Blue Raiders ended up with a 14-9 win over Lipscomb, with Colin Kerrigan closing it out. Blue Raiders softball has hit the halfway point of their Conference USA schedule. MTSU is sitting at 17-19 overall, with a 6-6 record in conference play. Freshman pitcher Layla Amon has been huge for the Blue Raiders so far this season. Amon leads the team in ERA with a 2.53 ERA, innings pitched with 83, and a batting average of 280 against hitters. The Blue Raiders will head to Nashville tonight to square off with Tennessee State before heading to Lynchburg to take on the first-place Liberty Flames in a big weekend series. Men's tennis returns home this weekend for 2 matches at the Outdoor Tennis Center, we hope. The Blue Raiders will take on number 28 South Florida Friday night and Eastern Illinois on Saturday. With the big-time matchup, it looks like as though there will be a shakeup in Coach Jimmy Borndame's singles lineup. Per MT Athletic Communications, it is unlikely that freshman Kasper Szymkowiak will play in either matchup this weekend. Szymkowiak is currently 12-2 in singles and has played on court 1 for the last 6 matches. To replace Szymkowiak, Igor Mondu Baranje will slide into court 6 with everyone bumping up 1 more spot. That puts Rostislav Hallfinger in the 5, Shu Matsuoka in the 4, Andre Horak in the 3, Jakub Kroslik in the 2, and Kareem Alamin back at the 1. Lebanon Mayor Rick Bell has announced the date for the grand opening of the city's brand new sports complex. The complex will include 5 soccer fields. 2 of them will be synthetic, while the other 3 will be natural grass fields. All that remains for construction is finishing the restrooms and concession stands, along with paving the parking lot and some final electrical inspections. This is phase 1 of the sports complex, with future additions to be announced at a later date. The complex will be open to the public in late April. Over at the ice rink, MTSU Club Hockey has 5 guys going to compete in the All-Star Game happening in Clarksville this weekend. Brendan Ogle, Lyndon Palmer, Matthew Siciliano, Ethan DeMumbrum, and Anthony Banis are on the North team. We will have coverage on that coming up for you on Monday. Back to you, Ethan and Xander.
Thank you so much, Willie. Well, Ethan, in case you did not know, the month of April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. For students on Middle Tennessee State University campus, the June Anderson Center has multiple opportunities to get involved in helping spread awareness.
The June Anderson Center is starting their Clotheslines project, where they invite students to join them decorating shirts to hang around the student union. This event takes place from April 1st to the 3rd and will be hung in recognition of Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
I think that's a wonderful thing they're doing, you know, Ethan. MTSU absolutely needs more awareness for that kind of things. Within the past 2 weeks, we reported on how Centers for Sexual Assault here in our county have been defunded. So things like that happening on our campus are very great to see. The JAC is also hosting their annual Walk a Mile in Their Shoes on April 15th, where they invite students to walk a trail around campus and learn about resources available. Color the Commons is another event being hosted later this month on the 24th between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., where students can come together and chalk the campus.
Alpha Chi Omega is also hosting some events this next week in recognition of April. Join them out on the Student Union Commons on Tuesday for their puppy photo booth, where you can take photos and hang out with some of the cutest puppies around. Learn about resources and help raise money for the local shelter. For more ways to be involved this month, check out the Rutherford County Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Awareness Centers for opportunities on how to help out.
Now, I don't know about you, Ethan, but I'm going to be going to see those puppies for sure.
Absolutely.
And I think that the chalk on campus sounds pretty lovely as well. Do you have anything you think you might draw around campus?
Absolutely not.
You have nothing you'd want to draw, not a single thing.
There's not much going on up here.
I think I tried to draw Goku. If I went out with that chalk, you know,
I tried to draw Goku.
In terms of trying to help people be aware of the sexual assault centers and resources on campus, I think these are great ways to do it. You know,
Absolutely.
We have very positive ways coming on campus, and I think that things like the chalk on campus and the puppies are going to be great. I will be present at both of those personally. Thank you so much for joining us for Middle Tennessee News tonight. If you missed this or any of our shows, you can watch them on our website. I'm Xander Wilmoth, joined by Ethan Williams, Devin Lockhart, and Willie Faley.
Make sure to follow us on all of our social media sites on Facebook /Middle Tennessee News or Middle Tennessee News on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll see you Monday for our next show.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera 2 this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
We do it. The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We do it. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Look, mic check 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out. You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward.
The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.